today with Lloyd Sparks from Wayne County. Lloyd was the 1999 215-pound state runner-up. I was in Wayne County, Monticello, doing Chris Floyd's. If you've not watched Chris's, you need to go back and watch his. And Lloyd reached out, asked, and I said, absolutely, let's do your video, man. You've got a story to tell as well. So, Lloyd, I got to ask, how did you find wrestling? How did wrestling find you?
I actually moved here as a freshman in high school. Played football. Coached Danny Upchurch. Was a football coach at the time. My dad got with him and what can my boy do in the off season? And he said, got a mat room over here. See him tomorrow.
So I didn't. That's a piece of news to me. So Danny was football coach
for 3 years.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, we just learned something.
He was a coach longer than that, but for my freshman through junior year, he coached.
So you wrestled all 4 years of high school.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and
a year and a half of college.
No kidding. Wow. What college you wrestle at?
Cumberland, when it was Cumberland.
Okay, college. I got you. Yeah. Now you're with the Wayne County paramedic service, EMS service here.
Mm-hmm.
So you put roots down. I'm Wayne
18
County.
18 years.
I got you, man. Wayne County Cardinals for life. Your district tournament, kind of talk us through. Did you win your district?
Yes.
Do you remember who you wrestled by chance?
The McCrory County 215 that I beat like 17 times.
I got you. Go into regionals. You win your regionals probably.
No.
Oh, you got beaten regionals.
We were in regionals with Woodford at the time. Mm-hmm. Me and Whitaker was a very close match. I actually had him on his back for about a minute and a half, but he was out of bounds.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You just heard a name. You're going to hear it again, I promise. So we get to the state tournament, 1999 state tournament at the Dungeon in Frankfort, and you start off by wrestling. Always we got the bracket. Craig Collingsworth from Covington Scott. You win a 4-1 decision in the first round. We get to the quarterfinals. You wrestle Justin Haydock from St. Xavier. You win a very close 4-3 decision. You remember anything about that?
We were both called for stalling. I was actually winning 4-1, and we were called for stalling. So instead of giving up a free point, I shot on him, and he actually got 2. Yeah.
I got you. In the semifinals, you wrestled Demetrius Orr from Paducah Tillman.
That was probably my best match of the year.
And I'll say you get a fall in 3 minutes and 11 seconds. You get to the championship round of the state championship bout, and you're wrestling Josh Whitaker from Woodford County. Now, like what I've said in Josh Campbell's video, the Woodford County heavyweight, 1995, Woodford County in the 1990s, even in the 80s and in the 70s, Woodford County was one of the best programs in the entire state. So you wrestled him the week before at Regions. Walk us through, you know what you're wrestling, kind of walk us through your game plan in the state championship.
I don't know how your interview with Chris went, but we knew this was happening all year. Mm-hmm. We knew where we would be on this day and who we would wrestle. We were ready. I mean, it was.
I can understand.
Nothing about that, but as far as the match goes, I mean, my head, I knew I could beat him. Mm-hmm. I almost beat him the week before. I'd actually beat him once, like our sophomore year or something when we were kids.
I got you.
It was doable.
So Wayne County had a good team that year. You had Philip Rose, 145 pounds in the state championship. Mm-hmm. We do have a video of that match. He does wrestle Damian Level from Christian County. We done a video with Damian. You can watch all 3 of 1999. If you're a fan of Wayne County, you can watch all 3 1999 Wayne County finals matches on the playlist. But you got Philip Rose, you got Chris Floyd in the 99 finals, and then you're in the 215 finals. So you guys had a pretty good team. Danny done a good job with you guys.
We were stacked.
Yeah, you guys were.
We actually got dual team runner-up, that's a whole other story. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I can get that. Now, I sent you the video before we done this. You've seen it. Mm-hmm. Had you seen it before then?
Probably the week after. Sat down, and I think it was me and Chris and Coach were in the office, and we watched them both. Mm-hmm. I left my tape there to get a copy of it. for my season, and I never went back to get it.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
So it's been a while since you've seen it.
Yeah, until you sent me the video.
Yeah,
and
and
a long time.
Sometimes when we lose, we think I could have done this better. I could have done that better. I'm not going to ask you, do you have any regrets? But looking back on it, for young wrestlers, young athletes watching this that are maybe new to wrestling, maybe they think they can win state championship, what piece of advice would you tell them? Like, hey, coming from somebody who's been away from the sport 23 years, what would you tell them to prepare for, look for now when they're in high school?
For one, if you have a plan, stick to that. And that's hard to do when you form habits as a wrestler. I mean, you get used to, instinct kicks in, or you feel,
right,
and you'll do something out of habit. So to make sure that you form good habits,
right,
not bad ones. I won't give much away, but when we get there, I'll tell you what I'm talking about a little bit more clearly.
All right. Well, I've got the video queued up, man. You ready to do this?
Yeah, we can do it. Yes.
Let's go. All right, you guys are seeing what we're seeing here, the intro. Under the lights, just kind of give us a brief, first time wrestling under the lights like this. What was going through your mind?
Everything.
Everything.
I mean, I knew I belonged there.
Right.
But it was the way they lined you up in the tunnels, the music playing, like me and him just beating on each other, basically, like just out of pure adrenaline.
I can understand. That's like
sad
this is
to hear they don't do it anymore.
This is the Sunday after the 2022 state tournament. I made the trip to Wayne County to interview Chris Floyd and Lloyd today, and I posted the 1997 intros and the 2003 intros on my personal Facebook, and everybody that knew me or recognized me from the videos and the channel come up and was like, dude, that's the most exciting part is the intros. Where did you find that? Thank you for posting it.
Yeah.
And the dungeon is something that just cannot be replicated. It just can't. Under the lights, the music, like you said, the music, the fans having their glow sticks and the drumsticks beating on the chairs and that kind of stuff. It's just things like that can't be replicated. But you're under the lights here. Let's do this. There you go. So what was your go-to takedown from neutral? Don't tell me it was a bunt, bear hug, back trip.
No. It's a lot of story to how I wrestled, but I didn't necessarily have anything to go to. Front headlock series, I look for mistakes and force them. I forced mistakes too.
That was earlier in the video, or the video above this, Chris Lloyd talks about his go-to was the bear hug, bunt, back trip, and that is a staple technique of Wayne County wrestling. Even today, I see lighter weight kids do that. That gene runs deep in Wayne County.
When you're practice partners with that two-time state champion, Josh Whitaker, trying to get him on, and it ain't happening.
Ain't happening.
No.
Headgear comes off. Yeah, it's always great to have a two-time state champion practice partner. I mean,
2 years, 2 or 3 years, we beat on each other, man.
Go. Nope. There you go. We're out. Now Woodford County, they're wanting the stall call there. We got Joe Carr and Rusty Parks.
They probably should have got it too.
In the corner.
Didn't even try to spin that one.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Got the two. Got dragging the toes. I would say in the 90s, probably three most recognizable coaches in the state were, just by their mat presence was the Joe Carr, Danny Upchurch, and Jim Matney. I would say those three were probably the most. Never in the same region. So you got your one.
Yeah, that's my strategy. This match here is stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. We spent an hour before the match.
Oh, really? In case you can't tell, Chris Floyd is off camera here. Like we're at his house. Grateful to Chris for opening up his house, letting us do this. There you go. You try to throw. We're out. No, you guys call that a tomahawk, right?
You want.
Yeah, let's kind of roll it back a little bit here.
That was.
Let's go back.
He made a mistake.
Boom. Trying to throw it.
Yeah. But just before that, I actually had him on his back, and I was so surprised that he made that mistake. I couldn't hold him down. So that was the match. I should have won. Just surprised me. I remember being surprised. That's a confident young man there, though. Man.
Walking around looking like.
I was angry. This was mine. I wanted it bad.
Here we go. We're starting. Ooh. Good. There it is. Another throw.
That's one of my biggest things I remember. Because when that happened, when I got up, Coach was just, what he said is very clear to this day.
There you go. Hand control. Hand control. He spin. You keep that leg.
Yeah, this was
Like the referee gives one for skate. If we restart, we're back neutral. We're out. All right. All right. Boom. There you try for that throw again. I think, was that a stall call right there?
It might have been.
Okay.
Maybe he was making up for the one he should have called earlier. I don't know.
Woodford County wins the toss. They defer. You're taken down.
Always.
Always taken down. Easiest place to score from. Now, when you're down, what's your go-to?
Up.
Just straight up?
For this match, up. Nothing else. Up.
So
up.
you got your one. We're
This
neutral.
was beautiful. Oh.
There you go. Get your two. And he's reaching back for that switch. We're out. So far, your game plan's working. Straight up. Got your one. Got your takedown.
I don't remember what happened there. I couldn't find it, I guess. I don't know.
You know, sometimes headgear can be a little finicky. Do you remember hearing the crowd noises, your fans, family, you're just silent?
I could hear Coach. I could hear my dad. Chris was down there warming up. So.
Got a reversal. When you get your reversal on you, what are you thinking? Just get away?
Thinking I should have cut him loose.
Fair enough.
It's a long time ago. I don't know what I was thinking then, but like watching the video,
Right.
I should have just cut him loose.
We're moving.
I talked about game plan earlier,
Right.
and I'm not doing that right now. So I was a field wrestler though, so you can tell I had a wrist. I felt good about it.
Yeah. All right, you're trying to get out, reaching back.
Up.
Straight up. Now see, going optional start here. Okay. Pushes you away. You get your 1. Got about 50 seconds left in the second period.
Yeah, that's what they wanted Josh on his feet to throw.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Up. There you go. You turn in. Nothing yet. Nothing. Okay. Gets 2.
Almost made some crazy stuff happen.
We're out. Now, who's in your corner here? Do you remember?
Danny Upchurch and Noel Vaughn. Noel Vaughn was the assistant coach for several years.
I think some time ticked off the clock there. That's why they were putting it back on. It happens. We know score. You know, trust me, I made mistakes refereeing.
We all make them. What is that now? 28.
Yeah, 28 seconds, I believe. So earlier he optional started you. This time he's going to referee position you.
I talked about habits earlier. Mm-hmm. This is a habit of mine, to sit, and I should not have sat.
Oh, yep, I see that.
This is what Josh was good at. You don't sit out on him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think I was pinned though. Still to this day, I don't believe it, but hey, it happened. No, it was a hard one.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, just one. Man, especially when you get to this level, one hiccup against a great wrestler.
A couple mistakes, both of us there, and we both did good at capitalizing when it was there. But he got the big one.
He got the one that mattered for the record book, right?
Yeah, he did.
Any closing thoughts? Anything that you'd like to?
When I look back on that, I don't look back on that match. I look back on the year we had.
Right.
State dual runner-up teams. We shouldn't have lost in the finals. Had some silly stuff happen lower on. I actually I wrestled that year at 190 pounds.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I almost wrestled 189 district. I beat the number 2 through 5 ranked wrestlers in both weight classes.
Wow.
Only ones I didn't beat. I didn't wrestle Dietrich because we had some difficulties in lower weight classes. They had no reason to put him on the mat versus me in the state dual finals. And then, of course, Josh. Mm-hmm. That's the only 2 in-state matches I lost that year were to Josh Whitaker.
All right. Yeah. But again, thank you for taking the time today for coming. Thanks to Chris Floyd for letting us come in his house and do these videos today. I've got more Wayne County champions coming. Just got to get all the files. I have some, but I don't have all. We know Wayne County got a lot of guys, a lot of banners, a lot of people painted on the wrestling room walls of state champions. What I have footage for, I'm going to reach out to. If I don't reach out to you and you have footage and you want to do your video, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to get with you, try to work something out and do video with you because, like I've said just about in all the videos, I just want to tell these guys stories. There's nothing out there celebrating Kentucky wrestling. If you wasn't in the building, chances are you didn't get to see the footage. You've heard the stories, but now we're giving you what happened and the perspective of the people that were there on the mats, under the lights, or in Atherton Gym at the Horse Park, George Rogers Clark, wherever it took place for the state championship. We just want them to be able to have a platform to tell their story. That's all we got for this one. We'll catch you guys on the mats.